Hey guys, my name is Noggin2002 and welcome to a new video. So before anything else, let's get this out of the way. So it has been a while since I have posted on my channel. It's been a very tough couple years and I've been super busy as well. I do have two jobs and I am a worship pastor for a Celebrate Recovery program and an assistant worship pastor for Cognizant Church in West Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I'm a pretty busy person, but every once in a while I do kind of get a day off. So I'm kind of toying around with the idea of recording a few episodes on my days off that I have every once in a while and releasing one or two like a week and scheduling them ahead and stuff like that. So maybe I might be able to keep up with it this time around. I'm not sure. I'm gonna toy around with it and see kind of how it goes. So as you can see, we're in a brand new game today. So this is a game I've never touched with my channel, and this is actually a game that I discovered just a few months ago, and it's been super fun. I've logged easily 20, maybe even 30 hours on this game so far, and it has been so much fun. So anyone who knows me, and I don't think I've ever said this on my channel before, but I am a train nut. I am absolutely crazy about trains. I actually have a model railroad behind me that I'm building right now. And it's just something I've always found so much joy in. So this game is called Run8 Train Simulator. And unlike a lot of train games that you can find for computer games and stuff like that, this game is very much meant to be as close to the real thing as you can get in a video game. And I mean, I realize that's not nearly as close as it's not nearly close to what it's actually like, but this is a very in-depth game. There isn't much that you can't do in this game, and unlike a lot of other train games as well, this is one that you kind of just do what you want. And so, like, for example here, this train that we're running today, and I'll explain a little bit more about what the train is and where it's coming from, where it's going, stuff like that. I'll explain that here in a minute. But this train, I actually built this myself. So this is an industry supply train. And so what that means is every single one of these cars that are on it are going to a specific industry. So this supply train is going to supply an industry called boron in Borax, California. And so all of these acid tank cars right here are full with acid. These are empty box cars, and those are a couple distributed power units. I can explain that if necessary. Let me know down in the comments. And these are a bunch of empty covered hoppers and some more distributed power units back there. So, and then this covered hopper that you see right here is what's called a safety car, because if we were to get into a derailment or something like that, we definitely wouldn't want these tank cars crashing into the locomotives. That would be extremely dangerous. It also protects, if like one of them catches on fire, it protects the locomotives back here from catching fire as well. And it's not fully loaded or anything. It probably has a little bit of sand in it. To help with weight reasons. So anyway, so let's move on. So you can see right here, this tag right here, M-PHXBAR. So I'm going to break that down for you real quick for anybody that doesn't know. So BNSF is super simple. So the M at the beginning stands for manifest. And what a manifest train is that it hauls more than one type of commodity. There's a many different train types, but this is the one we're worried about today. PHX, stands for Phoenix, and BAR stands for Barstow. So this train is coming from Phoenix, Arizona. That's not where we are right now, but that's where it's come from, and we're going to Barstow, California. So that's basically what that means. And yeah, so we're going to be, and this train is a supply train for this local train right here. So L stands for local -CAL 0611. So that's a California local, and the local number is 0611. So that's pretty much what that means. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in and let's get this sucker running. All right, so let's go ahead and auto start all locomotives, and I'll stay out here for it so you can hear this beautiful sound. Such a beautiful sound. Okay, what's auto MU/DP? What that means is it's multiple unit / distributed power unit. And what it does is it connects the front locomotive to all of the other locomotives in the train, including the ones in the middle and at the end. Auto circuit breaker, what that does is pretty much sets up the lights to work correctly and all of the other locomotives to work correctly with the front one, depending based on how the train is put together. Auto AB stands for air brakes. We'll go ahead and release the automatic brakes and leave the independent brakes in place. Alright, so we're going to do auto EOT, and what that stands for is end of train. So depending on what's at the end of the train, I'll actually go there and show you guys, is depending on what's back here, it'll either just turn on the rear light on a locomotive, or it'll put what's called a Fred on the coupler at the end of the train. And a Fred, it did put a Fred. So, no it didn't, actually. So, but you can see right here how these lights are on right here. I can turn them off. Might take it a second. Maybe they're just slow to load, I guess. But anyway, so it pretty much sets up the rear of the train to work properly, so that people... Yeah, there it goes. So now it's set up properly, so that everybody behind the train will know that this is the rear end of the train. And the reason why it turns on the headlights rather than just putting a Fred down here is because the front locomotive of any moving train is required to have these... excuse me. These, oh god, it's escaping me now. And I'm a train nut, this is kind of embarrassing. Ditch lights, that's what they're called. These ditch lights to be on, so if the rear one does not have ditch lights on, then that's how they know that this train is either not moving, or this is the rear end of the train. And that's per federal regulation as well. So, let's go ahead and hop in the locomotive, and let's get moving. So first things first, let's go ahead and turn off the handbrake. And I just did that for the entire train. So in real life, you would have to go to each car and look and see if the handbrake is on or off. It takes quite a bit of time. But in the game, we're just going to do it automatically. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the cabin light and the step lights. And we don't need a window heater because, well, it's a simulator. And... Alright, so next we're going to make sure our screens are set up. Yep, that's how I like it. So I can show you on here, actually. So this is the information on our train right here. So there's our train symbol, like I showed you above. Our locomotive number is 8057. We are 9,600 feet long, and we have almost just short of 12,000 tons that we're hauling. This shows you how many... pieces of rolling stock and locomotives we have here. So we have 193 including locomotives. We're pulling 121 empties and 60 loaded, and our speed limit is 55. So even if the track speed is like 70, we can only do 55. And we have a total axle count of 796. This is quite a large train, guys. It's definitely not small by any means. So, go ahead and put that back the way it was. I like it right here because it tells you like when the crossing bell is on and all that stuff. And I like it. I like this one set up like this because what it does is it gives you the information for... Oopsie. It gives you all of the information for all of our DPUs. So, and it allows you to do what's called DPU fencing, which... is where you control the DPUs separately from these front locomotives. It's very cool, very fancy. I'll get into that another day. Alright, so go ahead while we're almost set up and let the dispatcher know. Nope, we're going to do it the correct way. So every subdivision on every railroad has a different radio call system. So in this case, we're going to use channel 55, and we're going to tone star 1-2, and what that's going to do is it's going to turn on a light on the dispatcher's dashboard so that they can answer our call and allow us to go. So channel 55 and then DTMF star 1-2. That is our outbound signal. and we should hear from the dispatcher any second. There we go. So we're going to request a signal, and what that's going to do is this is going to let them know that we're ready to get moving, and they're going to either give us a green light, yellow light, whatever, or we may sit here and wait on a train. We'll see how it goes. All right, we have a green signal, so let's go ahead and get moving. So reverser forward. We're going to set our front headlights to bright aux, and that's going to turn on those ditch lights I was telling you about before. Now, here's a railroader trick right here. So you always want to give it notch 1 before you let go of the independent brake. And the reason why is because if you're on a grade, it protects you from rolling in the direction you don't want to go. So you see how we have amperage here now. We're going to go ahead and let off the independent brake, sound the horn. Two honks of the horn lets everybody know you are moving forward. 3 would be moving backward. And 1 typically means that you are set and centered, which means you have brakes set and your reverser is centered, so that your brakeman can get in between cars and set up the air brakes and stuff like that. So we're moving now. I'm going to go ahead and give it notch 2. And these crossing gates ahead of us will go ahead and come down. All right, and we're going to give the federally regulated signal that we are about to cross this crossing. All right, so that federally regulated, wow, that is a mouthful. Signal sequence like that is 2 long, 1 short, 1 long. And that's how you know that a train is about to cross a crossing. And the reason they have it set up that way is 2 long and 1 short is kind of your warning that, like, hey, a train's coming. And by that point, by the point that they even start sounding the horn, typically the crossing gates are already down, so that helps. And then the 1 long one at the end is intended to be held. Alright guys, I am back. I am so sorry about that. I just realized that it stopped recording. So we haven't made much progress since the video stopped recording. But there was a minor setback. And we have a red signal coming up, so we should stop for that signal. Alright, so we're slowly coming to a stop. Hopefully we stop in time. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. So there is no penalty for stopping past a signal. It's just you really shouldn't do that kind of thing. But anyway, so all that really happened is we broke a couple couplers because we are going up an upgrade and the train is a little heavier than I thought it was. So I had to use DPU fencing. We're going to go ahead and tone dispatcher again. See if maybe he just canceled our routing because we were stuck there for a minute. Request a signal. I'm sure that's most likely what happened. But anyway, got the coupler situation figured out, and so far I haven't broken another one. It's only been probably a couple minutes since I fixed those couplers, so you guys didn't miss much. Waiting on a green signal. Go ahead and put the reverser in neutral. Lights to dim. Probably waiting on a train. Oh, no, we just got a signal. There we go. Alright, so reverser forward. Lights bright. Go ahead and set the DPUs to notch 4. And the front locomotives to notch 2. Sound the horn. Let out the independent brakes. Alright, so if you guys watch this top line up here, you'll see that it changes colors. So pretty much what this means is the darker the color, the more force is on that coupler. Okay, we gotta chill out or we're gonna break another coupler. And and if you see green, that's good force because it's pushing. So like right here, you can see these middle DPUs are pushing these cars into us. So, and these rear ones are pushing into those middle DPUs, and what that pretty much does is it helps prevent us from breaking couplers because there's less force, pull force on them, that is. So the way it looks right now, this is honestly how we want it to look like all the time, but it's virtually impossible to keep it looking like that all the time. Alright, our track speed is 55, so we'll just need to make sure we don't go over that. I need a drink. Alright. Looks like we're still doing pretty good. So now that we're over 30 miles an hour, I think now is a good time to go ahead and disable that DPU fence. The DPU fencing is really only needed for hill starts or just getting started moving, period. Once you're actually already moving, there's such little friction in the wheels versus the rail that once you're moving, it's really not that hard to keep moving. I believe that is a defect detector right ahead of us, so we may hear that over the radio. Order. Alright, we're slowly coming up to speed now. I'm going to go ahead and notch back into notch 3. Let's give it notch 2. Check on the video real quick, make sure it's coming out alright. Yep, seems to be coming out just fine. Alright, and we're now past 55. We'll go ahead and set it to idle. It'll take a second for the DPUs to go to idle. There they go. We're still gaining speed, so we're going to drop it in the dynamic brakes. Give it a little bit of that. And so what the dynamic brakes does is it uses the electric traction motors that actually turn the wheels against themselves to slow down. So think of like a Tesla uses their electric motors in their wheels to use regenerative braking. So like whenever you let off the gas in a Tesla, it slows down instead of just actually just coasting. That's a feature you could turn on and off. But trains use that as a more effective way to control speed while you're going downgrade. Slowly getting back down to speed. Our next signal is in 2 miles. We're gonna have, it looks like a red signal, so let's be prepared for that. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and give it some more dynamic brakes to help prepare it for that. Now, we're going to want to keep an eye on this screen right here, because you can see traction motor temps right here. We don't want to let them get super hot. You can also see it right here. These are the actual axle temperatures, though. We're a mile and a half away. Let's go ahead and put on some automatic brakes as well, and we're going to hold the independent brake and bail off. And what that does is it pretty much doesn't apply the automatic brakes to the locomotives themselves, which would use the dynamic brake, which would pretty much render the dynamic brakes useless. I think I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and release the automatic brakes. Because we don't want to blow past this signal, because there is a train ahead of us coming towards us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
BNSF detector milepost 711.
We broke a coupler.
Ambient temperature 54 degrees.
Holy crap. Oh, the train behind us is probably still moving. Ugh. Not the button. Push. Yeah, we just broke a ton of couplers. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do this, auto air brakes. Going at the reverser to reverse. Let off the brakes. I'm gonna slowly put this back together. Let's see which coupler broke. Here. Looks like this one did. So let's fix that. Close the angle cock. Do that. It's the hand brakes. That should slowly connect. Maybe it needs more throttle. It's weird considering it's just locomotives. There it goes. That should slowly connect to that one. Right? Fix this coupler. Close the angle cock. This. Close, connect, open, partial, open that up all the way, right, brakes are released, and that one should go ahead and start moving back into this one now. Maybe, maybe not. Or notch 3. There it goes.
BNSF detector milepost
Easy does it.
1.1. Main 1. Ambient temperature 5 degrees.
Partial. Okay. Oh, yeah, that might have something to do with it. So here, we'll connect the MU cables. There, like that. Ground cam. Run back here. We'll connect the MU cables for this one as well. It's the handbrake. Here and protect the shove. Fix broken coupler and close the angle cock. We should start moving soon. Or why we're not moving. Hit that a little hard, but that's okay. Throttle and idle, independent one. Okay, that is closed, so connect. Partial. Look at engine. Cubic feet is crazy fast. Alright, there we go. We're up. Probably. Fix the broken. We will ride to protect the shove all the way back. So go ahead and give it notch 2, I think. And work for some reason. It is. Huh. That's why. Okay. Out. Off that bell because it's unnecessary. Auto air brakes, and that will fix that problem. Okay, we'll jump all the way back. Notch 1. Should start moving. Okay, so for some reason... What just happened? We just break another coupler? Seriously? What the heck? What is up with this? I have never broken this many couplers before. Yeah, we did. What the heck? Close the angle cock. Fix. Close. For the love of God. Auto air brakes. hold you there. Connect, partial. Connect the MU. Open. Partial. That's gonna put us into emergency. Okay. There's another broken coupler somewhere. Probably the one at the end. Sure, the lock is closed. Okay. So then we shouldn't be losing air when I connect that. I'm so sorry about this, everybody. I've never broken this many couplers before in the entirety of playing this game. Okay, good. It's not going into emergency. I'd be worried there for a sec, because if it hits 150, normally it goes into emergency. Open her on up. And with that, we should be able to go ahead and give it a notch. And we should start moving. Okay, that is more than fast enough.
BNSF detector, milepost 711.
Actually, we do need to slow it down. There we go.
Ambient
Too much.
temperature, 6 degrees.
These grades make it really hard to control your speed. Neutral.
BNSF detector, milepost 711.1, main 1, ambient temperature 6 degrees.
Brakes. Ah, we didn't couple. Ah! The coupler's broken. This. Open. Tell the engineer to go ahead and bring it back. That's a good join. Alright, brakes are set. Bursts are centered. 1 to the horn. Alright, connect on up. We're gonna give it partial. Nope. I hear the air. Hear that? Must be this one. Yes, it is. Alright. So. That was already a broken coupler. I'm glad I caught that. Alright, let's try that again. Partial. Oh, I hear more air. Where's that coming from? Not there. Not there. Right here. One of these must be broken too. Probably right here too. Close that angle cock. Okay. This has been fun. I hope you guys are enjoying watching me do this. Because, well, cleaning up a mess that I've never given myself such a mess to clean up before has been interesting. Bring her on back. Back. One. Go ahead and shove on back to into this one. That works. Brakes are centered. Right, we are set and centered. That's what 1, 2 to the horn means. Connect to the airline. Give it partial. Oh, nope. I hear an airline. Not there. Right here. Good lord. Fix broken coupler. Connect. Okay, if I find one more after this, I'm gonna just redo the whole train. Okay, yep. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do that. Because Naga screwed everything up, and Naga's tired of cleaning up his own mess. So, for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna... Holy crap, were we derailed? I have yet to derail a train in this. No, we're not derailed. Okay. There we go. We got it all. Okay. Come back. Skip ahead a little bit for the sake of time. I'm so sorry, everybody. Screwed everything up. We'll go ahead and just skip on. Should be. Yep. 1. Clear. 1. Barstow. Right there. Oh. Put that back to here, how I like it. Cabin lights, step lights. 55. Good lord. Sorry about that. Just responding to a text from my wife. Request signal. Have any? Well, we might. Coming in on main 1. No, they're lined into main 2. Oh, no, they're going west anyway. Cape. Alright, there's our green light. Reverser forward. Start with our DPUs starting us off just in case. Not sure what the grade is here. Pennant brake off. Looks like there's not a grade here. Oh no, there is a slight one. Alright, what are we up to? Oh, we're already almost 30 minutes. Actually, we're almost 40 minutes. Alright, that's okay. We don't have too much farther to go anyway. Track speed 55, sweet. Fell off, we don't need it. Thank you everybody for bearing with me here. I'm sure this has been painful to watch. Dispatch screen. Yep, we're cleared all the way up into West Daggett. But yes, I'm so sorry everybody. I promise I've been playing this game and have gotten some experience playing this game. I just haven't touched it in a couple weeks, so I might be a little rusty. Alright, so now that everything seems to be going smoothly, let's talk about the channel. So, I don't believe I've talked about the channel yet, because I can't remember exactly how far I got in the original video that cut off. But pretty much where I'm trying to go from here with the channel is, like I said, I'm toying around with the idea of recording a few videos on my days off that I have every once in a while, and scheduling over a few weeks or whatever. So like if I get 6 or 7 videos, I schedule them to come out like every, I don't know, every Saturday morning or something like that, once a week or something like that. So that way I can get a bit more consistent with it, because for a while I was trying to do like 2 to 3 videos a week, and it just got so much to keep up with, because I do have 2 jobs, and I'm a worship pastor and an assistant worship pastor in 2 different ministries, and it's a lot to keep up with, you know? So I'm going to try and see if there's a way I can work around that, because I do really enjoy doing this, even though I kind of just do it for myself, because let's be honest, I only get a few views on every video anyway. If that were to change, I mean, then awesome, cool. I love the idea of having a following on here, but I'm not really expecting anything, because, well, I've been doing this for like, I don't know, 6-7 years or something like that with that. And I haven't been able to keep up with it in a good enough quality way, or a, I guess you could say on a consistent manner, to the point where I'm able to get a following, you know? Because, like, to get a loyal following like that, you have to be pretty consistent, and that's kind of been my downfall here. Looks like defect detector.
BNSF detector, milepost 732.9, main 1, ambient temperature 58 degrees.
Alright, so what that means is a defect detector, what it does is it excuse me, is it detects defects on your train. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it pretty much just makes sure that you don't have broken couplers, loose airlines, stuff like that. Being that we just spawned this train, I really think we're okay. And that alerter thing that you keep seeing flash on the MFD screens is what it does is it pretty much makes sure that the engineer is paying attention, because you don't want somebody falling asleep while operating a train, because most trains are, well, heavy as crap. So if they fall asleep, yeah, that's not a good thing. So if you don't click the alerter button, and it happens to be right here on this train. Some trains have it right here. There's also some trains have what's called a dead man's pedal. That's kind of an older thing, but pretty much you have to let the train know that yes, I am still awake, yes, I am still paying attention, and stuff like that. So and here, I'll let it go for a second. See, it starts beeping like that, and it'll beep faster. Like that. So, but if you don't press it, it'll throw the brakes into emergency to stop the train. So, that way if, like, the engineer's dead or asleep or something like that, hopefully nobody will get hurt. So, we'll just get this train up into the receiving yard, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. I've been working on this one video for easily like an hour and a half now, because I had a couple failed attempts, because, well, I haven't recorded a video in forever, so I'm having to get everything reset up and start over and all that, so it's been a bit of a process, but, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing into the receiving yard at Barstow, and then go ahead and call it. And especially for time's sake, because we don't want this to be a 2-hour video. So, if this video does end up getting any views, a way that you can really help me out and figure out what you want to see, or what you guys would like to see in the future, is comment below. Let me know what you think. Is this a game that you would like to see me play more? This isn't really me trying to start a video series or anything like that with this game. This kind of is just me kind of trying to jump back in and kind of see how it goes with this game, you know, because real in-depth simulators like this are not everybody's cup of tea by any means. It definitely takes a very specific person to want to get into a game like this, so it's perfectly reasonable to not be interested. However, I really hope that at least somebody is, because I really do enjoy games like this. Also, comment down below. Let me know if you would like to see me continue the New Beginning or Driver's Log, stuff like that, because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna continue the New Beginning, because, well, that's Minecraft is kind of what built my channel, and that's the only Minecraft series I have right now. If I don't continue that one, I may start a vanilla one, because I do really like the sound of playing vanilla. I also kind of like the sound of jumping back into a really old version of Minecraft, and I say really old, it's not really that old, from back whenever I first started playing Minecraft, and kind of have like a good old day kind of Minecraft series, because personally I preferred Minecraft when it was between like 1.6 and 1.8. After 1.8, I mean, yeah, it's really cool, the stuff that they've done with the game, and I'm like here for it, and I think it's awesome, and it's a lot of fun, but sometimes I'll get a little bit nostalgic for the older game. And it'd be a lot of fun, you know? But yeah, and as for Driver's Log, I'm not going to continue it if there's not really any interest in it. I had a few views on some of the videos, and personally I kind of had fun making it. It was kind of out of the ordinary for my channel, and it was a lot of fun, you know? I wouldn't mind getting back into that. Right, we got a crossing coming up. Alright, looks like we have a red signal coming up at some point. Take a look here. HUD track. We got signal coming up in 1.5 miles. Let's see here. And that is gonna be a red signal, it looks like. Okay. So we're at least gonna make it past where UP gets onto main 1. So we look over here. I don't see the UP line. Yeah, we have an approach signal right here. UP connects up there somewhere, so we're doing all right now. So that 1.5 miles until that signal is probably just to this intermediate signal right here, and that's an approach signal. So it basically tells us that well, that's not an intermediate, that is block signal. Yeah, no, that is block signal. That's this one. So it's letting an approach signal pretty much means be prepared to stop. Look here. Doesn't look like the speed limit's going to go down because it'll tell you like if it was going down to 45, it would be like 45 and 0.3 miles or whatever, something like that. Looks like we are doing okay right now. So I'm pretty sure flashing yellow on a block signal, if I remember right, that is approach medium. I could be wrong. BNSF and UP, they all have like different signal rules and stuff like that. There's charts that you can find online, but I don't want to do that while I'm operating the train, so, or recording, because I could just look it up on my phone, but I don't know. I'm recording. Might as well try and be safe. Yeah, see, it tells you right here, actually. I forgot about that. So I was right. It is approach medium. Now's probably a good time to go ahead and start slowing down. Because the next signal, if I remember correctly, is after this next curve. Just go ahead and set it in idle and kind of let it slow itself down. We might leave it in notch 1. It is slowing down kind of fast. Signals way over there. Those must be intermediates. Let's take a look. We're on this track right here, so yeah, that's an intermediate. There's our red signal right there, way over here. And that must be why we're red. That train right there. Which is also a Phoenix to Barstow. I wonder why it's just... Alright, I'll check it out when we get stopped. Give it notch 2, we still got a little ways to go. Now, a solid yellow over red, I believe that is just approach. I could be wrong. Notch 3. Yeah, we're doing okay. I might put the DPUs. Oh, the DPUs aren't even throttling. That's not good. Give those notch 4. Make up some of that slack. Yep. It's just approach. You can see it up there. I've slowly been learning what the signals mean, but every once in a while I get them mixed up. Okay, accelerating now, don't necessarily want that, so we'll CPUs down to 3, and we'll put the leads down to 2, I think. I wonder what's going on. Oops, that's not what I meant to press. I wonder what's going on with this train up here. Because we should be crossing down over behind this one to go down into here. So that's what it is right there. It's the hump job. Okay, that makes sense. So we're probably going to be held here for a while. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably call the video out. Especially considering we're probably almost up to like 50 minutes. We're almost to an hour right now. So we'll go ahead and get up here and we'll call it. Go ahead and set them to neutral. Or idle, I mean. Should start slowing down naturally. Yep. Here in a second, I'll go ahead and put the auto brakes into minimum application. Watch the coupler slack. Go ahead and put on minimum reduction. Watch the coupler slack. Make sure it doesn't get too much. Yep, looks like we're gonna be all right. And that is how you do it, right there. Alright. Set the reverser to neutral, independent all the way on, and set the lights to dim. And that is how you do that. Alright then, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching with me, guys. And I really hope that this train wreck of a video, pun intended, has been... Oh, hey, there's a train passing us. Has been enjoyable to you guys. I'm sure it's been definitely interesting watching me fail miserably with those couplers and stuff. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely had fun making the video. So, like I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. I definitely don't mind tailoring to what you guys want to see a little bit. I mean, obviously, if I don't, then we won't get views. So, that just is what it is. So, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know what you'd like to see. If you'd like me to continue the 2 series that I've already done. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos on this game. So, with that, this is Naga 2002.